Bruno, I've taken a bite of something. Guys, welcome to another episode of the Fat Cats Rugby Podcast. Your host today, Edwin. Usually I'm in trousers and jeans, but today I'm in short shorts. You guys grabbed me from the beach to come and lead this one. I was on holiday. Ruben just sent and said, "Kwe, come and fall through." And I was like, "Okay." And I said I'm busy. Then he said, "There's one thing that we have a crate." And I was like, I can't miss this one. So I was like, no way I'm missing this one. Another episode of the Podcast Rugby Podcast. Bruno, you've been lost.
Oh yeah, I've been away. Many tasks. I've also been working out, preparing for Uganda.
What happened to the weekend girlfriend?
Now we miss.
Yeah. No season 2. You only gave us season 1 and you stopped.
After Uganda Cup.
Yeah. You know, there is going to be plenty of rugby this weekend. There was rugby last weekend, and now we have a rugby season courtesy of Nile. We have plenty of Nile here. On an Eid holiday, I don't know if we are going to leave this place staggering or walking hand in hand, but Nile has done the thing. I had to put on uniform. They say when the bishop is coming to visit your school, you have to put on your best uniform. So I put on mine. We have 2 guests here, very distinguished in their different portfolios and positions. Positions because one is on the pitch and another is in the boardroom. Yeah. So we keep it a diverse class and set of guests who come on the podcast. Maybe I'll start with my far right, a player you have seen on TV, most recently in the Challenger Series in South Africa, donning his headgear, running around, tackling guys, showing them what the Jinja Hippos sauce is all about. They also say, do they say Hippos Tuko?
Yeah,
okay. I think we need some new Swahili phrases. Timothy Mugisha, nice to have you here.
Thank you.
You are good?
Yeah, I'm very good.
How is the Hippos mood?
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, ready for the tournament.
And now, usually when people who are big, they say, Bruno, we invite you to invite a big guest to come and speak. So I don't know how to do the honors, but I'm just going to say his position and he's just going to give us his full names and then we can kick it off from there. We have the brand manager. That's a big title.
Right.
Brand manager. And brand managers don't come light. They carry heavy things with them. We are stacked on top and at the bottom. Right. We have a hydration partner who we are flirting with. I don't know what the position is there, but we'll see how it goes. But Mr. Brand Manager, please introduce yourself to the podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. My name is Galla, Brand Manager Nile Special. And it's an honor to be here, man.
Yeah, yes. We're very much aware that Nile is a rugby sponsor of very many portfolios in Uganda.
Number one supporter.
Number one supporter of Ugandan rugby. There's no room for number 2. It's number 1.
Oh, number 1.
Number 1.
Yeah.
So it's either number 1 or number 2 refer to number 1.
Yeah.
That's how it is. Now, that's Nile Special for you. We have a lot of drinks here. Guys, dig in if you feel the need to quench your thirst. This guy is the only one who's not allowed to drink. He has training. So no more. There's a breathalyzer, I'm told.
Quite a lot. He has training for Africa Sevens and also the 5 circuits that he has to play before he joins camp again.
So breathalyzer, you go.
Yeah.
They throw you in that Kadukulu cell near Chadi there. Right. So Bruno, maybe if we start, there was rugby over the weekend. Brief highlights. Hannah beat up on Namilyango. When I come here and say Namilyango has won, but things happened. Namilyango lost to Hannah in 7th circuit in Wakiso, Kings Park. We had Eagles who have been on a roll. They don't stop losing. Just keep on winning. And they won, participated in the Central Sevens. And I think the Pacers team, the lady team, is the one that came out victorious against the ladies ones in that women's final. So plenty of rugby, but that was a not a honeymoon, but a kasiki.
It was fun and great action. I attended both.
Yes.
I think for the winners in the school sevens and the winner in the central sevens, it was a showcase of confidence from the past trophies that they've won barely 3 months back. Hannah's taking the national 15s tournament and coming stronger to still oppress the same people.
Yeah.
They still showed the Midiango that they still got it from the 15s to the 7s. Same as the Eagles. I was much impressed by the Eagles because that was their first sevens tournament, and it was just a week after they had qualified for the top flight. I mean, I just admire those boys and what Coach Edu is cooking. I mean, we've had an episode of Eagles before. You can go back and check, but it's amazing. And also, the Kisubi Pacers, both men and ladies, have been sides that have come through for sevens tournaments, especially those in Kampala and in Entebbe. But you see them as kids, as a development team, what we call development rugby. But it was amazing how those boys were playing good rugby, and the ladies as well. One girl that caught my eye was called Rachel in the Lady Pacers team. I think she was the to me, they say the sports personality of the tournament, of the circuit at the graveyard. She has, I mean, she plays like the way you see Peace Lekuru play.
Yeah. Hard
running, handoffs. She even calls you, follow me. And it was also emotional and amazing to see how some of the small girls who were determined, some not even playing in boots.
Yes.
Some were playing in sneakers.
Yeah.
One was barefooted, but they still took the circuit. It was amazing. If you missed, you just have to come to the second Central 7 circuit, which will be at Mobs in Nakawa.
Yeah.
It will be amazing. You'll just see
young talent
that you'll definitely see in a few months in the top flight, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, Timothy, I want to bring you in here. We hosting you for the first time, the podcast.
Yeah.
We hosted Munyani, Masa, Magomo, Aredo, some who have played in the seventh fold, and on their appearances, we didn't have a stacked table like this, so you can brag that you're a special guest when you see them next time. We see you on TV, and many a times we want to know what goes through preparations for sevens from a Uganda sevens perspective. What do you go through? Like, how is the training like? Don't reveal too much. We don't want you to get dropped because of an appearance. And the first exhibit they use is the podcast. But just give us what is it like in camp? What is the mood like? How does the training go? And your expectations for Africa Sevens?
It's always tough.
Yeah.
In the training, but since you're training with people who you trust, and you know they are good players, it makes it easy, like to have a good mood during the training.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And
how does it feel being called in the first place? Because I mean, Timothy Mugisha himself has been a brilliant player, right from the 15s, but he was so spectacular in the previous Chabazinga sevens. Of course, they went ahead to be the champions of last season, but I guess that was also when the coaching and technical department of the national sevens spotted him, called him, and he could then appear. How does it feel being called to the national team to also mingle with your opponents in the league and deliver for the nation?
It always feels good But then you also have pressure because it's the first time, and you have to show that you can do something good. So, but with time you get used and start fitting in, because it's always hard because you meet new people you've not been playing with or interacting with. But it's always good. Feels
Yeah,
so good.
it's. I think you're soon coming to your 1 year anniversary after the seventh circuit that you got your call up,
Yeah.
and a team from Jinja Hippos won the seventh circuit last year. They were the most consistent side, and I think it was only fitting that Nile commenced this particular launch of the Nile Special Sevens.
Right.
Hashtag guts, grit, and gold
Stone City
with the launch in
Sevens.
Stone City.
Stone
Hey,
City, right.
yeah. So maybe I'll just. There were very many members of teams who were present. I think only Black Pearls were not there, but the teams had representatives, and notably one of the things that was pointed out by the Jinja Nile Special Area Sales Manager William Akankwasa was that Nile Special is the number one fan of Ugandan rugby. I think that one he made it very clear,
Yeah.
and he said that these guys were the number one fan of Ugandan rugby. So Joel, now I come to you.
Yeah.
Nile Special is back for another year. Tell us, Nile Special Sevens.
Exciting times,
Yeah.
guys. Exciting times indeed. I think what would you do without rugby, especially Ugandan rugby, right?
Yes.
There's so much. I mean, so much way the sport has basically come over time to be what it is and the level that it has been over the last couple of years. You can see this is by far the fastest growing sport in Uganda, and it's not for nothing that that's actually happening. I think with the efforts that the union has obviously made, and obviously us and other partners really trying to be able to elevate the sport to what it should be, there is amazing talent. Guys like Timothy, of course, and obviously the incredible stuff that they were able to achieve last year against all odds,
Yes.
and really being able to secure that victory at the in the final game against Cobs was really fantastic.
Right.
And it really goes to show again when you look at what happened with the national sevens now in the World Cup sevens that happened in Cape Town last year in September, them coming to be able to win the gold. That really shows you how rugby has really progressed over time. So we are really, really honored as Nile Special to be in this position to be able to really celebrate Ugandan excellence in the way the sport has really been able to develop over the years, the talent that we've been able to see come up through the ranks to build into the national team and go out and be able to secure success there. It really, really shows the amount of effort that has been put by all parties that are involved in being able to drive this, right from the union to the fans, to the participating clubs, and to the different players that really put their guts, grit, and gold in it to be able to ensure that they can be able to drive the sport forward. And it's really just an amazing journey. So we're super excited. We just got done with the 15s recently. And then now here comes the 7s. So there's definitely a lot on the table every weekend for the next couple of weeks and months in terms of real action and entertainment. We have plot now.
Bruno, we've been looking for a lot of plot. The other weekend, I was unfortunately unable to be at the Central Sevens, but when I had a glance on the television, man, there was nothing to watch. I usually don't watch under 20 rugby, but I was watching under 20 rugby because man, I was dying. But now it's good. Now, Bruno, do you think we should get used to this? Now Special Sevens, now Special in the picture, now Special and rugby fused together.
I mean, the commitment was made
Yes.
right from the start, and to me, it has been improving the day by day, year by year, and season after season. I like the fact that now Special has considered one sponsorship, and then also the visibility at the different pitches, grounds, rugby grounds. I mean, you just, even if you're a new fan, you enter Kings Park, you see the branding. You enter Chadondo, you see the branding. You know, oh, Rugby Nile Special. I mean, it's visible. But I also like the fact that the sevens have been more entertaining ever since Nile Special took over. There is that FOMO that is created even before. Of course, I'm going to Jinja. I'm going on Friday. I don't know why, but I'm going on Friday. I can't attribute that to anything. I think Nile Special has gotten me there.
Yes.
Even when I'm going to Jinja, I'm planning on how I'll now go to Kitugum for the Kitugum Sevens. It's just what youth now call a vibe. We like the vibe that is created before and on the ground, and I mean, it just gets better. We can always do better, learn from each circuit, each season, and improve. So Nile Special.
We said we'll get used to that, but another thing we should get used to is the Fred and Winnie B&B that are our hosts today. 10 self-contained bedrooms with kitchens, 2 kitchens on either floor to attend to your every needs. We always talk about the chef who is available to cook your meals. The chef managed to give us some gonja crisps here to remain. When you take a Nile, need something on the bites to munch on. We have supply of Wi-Fi, power backup system to ensure that you do not get interrupted by any power blackout as and when it occurs. Transport is always arranged for those coming from the airport and within Kampala if booking is made in advance. So do take time and come and stay at the Fred and Winnie B&B. The details will always be posted by a producer, and don't forget that we are running out a campaign for you to put out your best rendition of our ad running. You can throw in a patois here and there. You can throw in some Nigerian tongue there, so some pidgin. So do take some time off and stay at the Fred and Winnie B&B. We'll be very glad to host you as and when you arrive. Timothy, me, I'll ask you: have you ever been to Kitgum before?
No.
You've never been to Kitgum?
No.
Now Nile Special is taking us across the Upper Nile. I'll say the Upper Nile. We're going to cross and go the Karuba Bridge and get to Kitgum. So Joel, we have new grounds. You brought us. You're taking us to new territory. You're taking us to Kitgum. I know we've been in Toro before last year, but you're taking us to Kitgum. Tell us what is the dynamic with Kitgum now?
Yeah, so the thing is, I mean, that's the exciting thing about the sevens, right? It's different because then this is rugby on the road. New places gives the opportunity to really be able to shift zones to other places as well. So there's always that extra dynamic that comes from just being able to travel and being able to see other places and things. I've been to Kitgum before. And specifically, that's when I was going really to see the Aru Falls.
Yes.
And that was fantastic scenery right there. And it's an opportunity, obviously, for sports tourism to then be able to create this allowance for people to be able to really see stuff and come to really appreciate Ugandan beauty, Ugandan places and things like that. And this is the perfect opportunity to do that, because then you have rugby, you have fantastic action, you have Nile Special activations, the Nile Special experience coming with these. And then when you're done with the games, then you can just go by Aru Falls and be able to check out the scenery and see things that you haven't really been able to see. So how exciting is that, guys?
You know, before you go to even Kitgum, we're starting with Jinja. You know, Jinja is the home of Nile, where the Nile begins.
Yeah.
And the source of the Nile is in Jinja.
Yeah.
Nile Special is Jinja. Yeah. The champions are in Jinja.
And the Nile tastes better.
No, the best Jinja. So Timothy, we're coming to Jinja on Saturday. Yeah. Most teams will travel on Friday. Tell us, Hippos, what do you have in store? What are your preparations like for this particular tournament? How are you in camp?
We've been training twice a week, sometimes more.
Yes.
But with me, I've not been training with the team for a long time. Reason being, I've been training with the sevens.
Okay.
So I just joined in yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then when I got there, I thought maybe guys are not gonna be fit, but they are really fit because they have been training.
All right.
Yeah, and I'm so happy to be joining them for the tournament, and it's gonna be a nice one, because a good one, because it's the first time the ladies teams are also playing alongside the men's team.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
And we are so happy that we are going to host it first, so feels good.
Yeah, very much important there. Timothy takes us into the aspect of the group stages and how the draw was done. The draw was conducted over the press release yesterday. URU came up with a draw. So there are 4 pools. So pool A has Jinja Hippos plus Conmongers, Walukuba Barbarians, Jambogo. Oh, so it's going to be there's a Kajinja derby in between there.
Yeah,
and,
Waluku and,
you know that fire.
They will start from where they
They'll
finished
start.
in the
They'll
15th.
finish. That's where they usually start.
Yeah, that
from.
was the last game of the season.
Yeah. So then Pool B, Platinum Credit Heathens, Toyota Buffaloes, Rams, and Bucks.
That's a hard group.
Yeah, that's
Very
a hard
tough.
group.
There's also a
I want to see
Derby in there.
Buffaloes, Rams, because there's going to be plenty of holding up there.
And Heathens and Buffaloes.
Then Heathens and
Yeah.
Buffaloes. Then also Pool C, Stanbic Black Pirates, the champions in the 15s, Warriors, Rhinos, and Jaguars. Yeah, so Rhinos, who I think won the promotion last year,
Yeah.
are going to be facing off against that competition. And then Pool
And
D,
Jaguars played well in the Central Sevens as well.
they had a warm up.
It won't be an easy side.
Won't be an easy side. So now we have Cobs in Pool D taking on Impis, the guys from Makerere. Eagles recently promoted to the Premier League, and then the Crocs. I think that's Jinja Hippos.
Yeah.
Side.
Yeah.
And then also uniquely what he said, we also have the women's as well, women's rugby as well.
Fantastic.
So, fantastic setup there. We have Black Pearls in Pool A with the Thunderbirds and Lady Cranes A. Lady Cranes won. So the Lady Cranes will also be participating in this tournament. They'll have 2 teams, preparation for Olympic qualifier in Tunisia. I think in September as well. So they are getting ahead of themselves with preparations. And then Pool B, we have Avengers, Nile Rapids, and Lady Cranes. I don't know if the ladies who switched, remember that tournament, the Rotary tournament, we had Angie Nanyonjo and Peace Lekuru playing for Thunderbirds. We'll wait and see if they'll don that blue of Thunderbirds when they renew their rivalry with Black Pearls.
I didn't understand the setting, but I also want to watch that
one. To see if that one is going to be a hot game. And considering the lady, they might be in the setup for the 7s. We'll also just point out we'll just put out the team that has been called up to appear at that particular tournament. So, Joel, usually, as Bruno said, when we have Nile Special on board, we always expect these activations. Bruno was telling me that his shirt no longer fits him of Nile. He wants a new shirt. Weekend Girlfriend season 2 may start in Nile Special shirt. So we need to know, what do you have in store for the guys in Jinja and even other grounds? What do you have in store for them?
A lot of exciting activations coming up, guys. So it's a Nile Special experience, and we always try to make these experiences unique and really exciting. So we're basically carrying on the same momentum that we have right from the 15s league season that just ended, and you could really see the experiences that Nile Special was bringing before, during, and obviously after the games, with halftime type engagement where fans can be able to throw the ball through some hoops and win yourself some Nile Special prizes. Also being able to provide a proper drinking experience in terms of the promos that we run for Nile Special, so that people can really be able to enjoy the product. And then also after the game, in terms of the entertainment, artists, DJs, some of the best DJs that you can think of on the Ugandan music scene, being able to grace the event and really bring the entertainment levels up for the fans. So all this can obviously be expected, and so much more. So there's lots of prizes to win. There's product to be able to enjoy and beer to be able to win. There's lots of stuff that's basically lined up, and we're super excited about this, because for us it's really about the experience. We want guys to go and really enjoy the games and really be able to have a memorable experience courtesy of Nile Special. So that's something that's really are important for us. So it's not just about just saying we're the number one fan of Ugandan rugby, but how do we deliver the experience at the end to our consumers who obviously are very affiliated with the brand and obviously love rugby, such that at the end of the day they can say, "Wow, we had an amazing experience. We can't wait for tomorrow," because we can anticipate what's to come, obviously, and that's really what we're trying to do, and that's obviously what we're going to deliver.
Bruno, Joel has mentioned something about DJs. In my free time, I try piano mixing. So I'm going to send my flash to Nile Special, and they put me on the list of DJs.
You're just talking about
I'm looking for a gig. Your next gig, they tell you that you must have a side hustle. So we are starting slowly. Yes, we're starting slowly with that. Now, Bruno, I remember last year when the Rugby Cranes came back from World Cup where they won the bowl. They managed to go to see the Omukama in Toro in Fort Porto at the palace. Yeah. By the way, not to brag, but the king was my classmate. That's the story for another life.
Okay.
Yeah, I know him from another life. Yeah, so they took them, and what tour? There are very many destinations we're going to. We're going to Fort Porto again. We're going to Kitgum. We're starting with Jinja. There's Tororo. There's KPA. There's Chadi. There are very many tourist sites that we want to look at.
Exciting.
Me, I've never seen the Tororo Rock. Only see it when Gab and Aredo have posted on their status that they have gone home. So we want to see what are you looking forward to? He has mentioned Aru Falls as well.
Yeah.
Are you ready for the tourism that comes with the sport?
Oh yeah. I mean, of course, the number one reason why we always have these circuits across the country, the primary reason is to promote rugby in those areas. Wherever we're holding the circuit, but it's also part of the game, relating the game with also the beauty of the country across. I, for a fact, know quite a number of fans who have only watched rugby, not beyond Kampala.
Yeah.
The only beyond Kampala they have been to is KPA and maybe in Busambaga in Entebbe. So it's always, quite interesting to promote this sport across, but also relate it with what is happening in those specific areas. Nile Special on board, it was an idea that was created by the creative team in there, and I remember the circuit in Toro last season. There was a captain's shoot in the tea plantations, that beauty.
Yeah.
Photo. Then also the Entebbe Sevens happened to be on a market day.
Yeah, I remember
so
that one.
The players first went through the market, and we gathered the crowd from Entebbe that very day. Then we also saw Chabazinga brace, Chabazinga's representative brace the Chabazinga Sevens. And also, one aspect that guys always forget is the beauty of the different trophies according to the area where the circuit is played. So, you remember the Chabazinga Sevens trophy?
Yeah,
was the Ginger Bridge.
Yeah,
that was so beautiful.
Yeah.
And then a gorilla for the Kavale, the Chigez Sevens. That's beautiful. We like the president says, every day we are exploring Uganda and promoting Uganda out there in relation to our game. So it will be a beauty. I've never been to Kitgum, so it will be fun being there. And many more places, even when I've been there, still I have to go and enjoy the rugby. So very fine.
Is a resident of Jinja. You tell us now. We want to know those places. Where we can get Chigere from. Big start. Bruno is going to be there on Friday. By Saturday morning, is going to be Chigere. Where can we get Chigere from in Jinja? Where can we go and see some waterfalls? Go and chill. We get our feet wet in the water of the Nile, and
I think with the Chigere, they will be selling it at the tournament.
Okay.
Rugby.
Nice.
Chigere has been confirmed. Chigere tea.
Nyamachoma.
Okay. That's where else do you think we should? just to tour, like to see some,
check
out some places in Jinja. You're the on ground. When they, if this was a TV station, they will say, our reporter Timothy on ground, tell us.
I should visit Babon,
Okay.
NRE,
All right.
and Source of the Nile.
Source of the Nile. Yeah. Okay,
nice.
that would be in addition to the bridge picture that you always take. That one is mandatory when you go to Jinja. You must take a picture of the bridge.
Yeah.
Please do check out Babon. Check out Source of the Nile as well. Then Joel,
NRE also where they do rafting.
Oh, the rafting as well.
Yeah.
And also Adrift where they do bungee jumping.
Bungee jumping. Man, me, I can't do bungee jumping.
That's not for everyone.
I may not come back. I may just go. I may go like a submersible. I just go all the way down. No.
Interesting. I actually did the bungee jumping. That was Feb. Yeah,
you did the bungee jumping.
I did the bungee jumping. Yeah,
okay.
I flew off that thing.
What's the experience like? Cause man, I'll have to first decide which do they tie it on the leg or on the waist?
It's up to you.
Depends
Up to
the
west or the leg, depending on where.
Man,
you
me, I can't.
tie
Me, the leg, I'll go off like chicken. Just fly off. Hey.
They tied the leg.
They tied the leg.
Yeah, that thing, you will scream your lungs out.
The adrenaline.
Question what you are thinking when you're in mid-air.
It's always worse when it bounces.
Yes.
That first bounce
flings you all the way back to where you started. Literally brings you back to the same level that you jumped.
Yeah.
Oh
Wow.
It's crazy.
I'll see some people.
No, usually we get butterflies for girls, but this time we'll be getting butterflies because we're in the air. So Joel, have you pictured that in your package, the whole rugby package all over the country? These tourism platforms and places where we can visit. You mentioned Aru Falls. I think I sent out a tweet asking for help where to find tourism sites. One of them has mentioned, I think, the burial site of also Archbishop Jalan Loom.
Yeah.
So, what can we expect if there's anything? Do you have any Nile package where you say you pay this and then you go and access this or something like that?
I don't want to overpromise though.
Yes,
but yeah, so part of the experience and the good thing with this brand is that it's synonymous with not just the sport but also the
tourism,
travel and so on. All with the stuff that we do with the travel month, take a break, Vumbula, all these are basically packages that are obviously existent. What we're obviously going to try to do, and some of the conversations that we're having with some of the places, that through these different packages we are able to go to or take people to and so on, is to be able to highlight some of these places also on our pages, because we'll be having weekly comms that are coming out to be able to drive conversation around where the next games are going to be, who is hosting, what are the fixtures and that type of thing, and also just try to include also some of these places that we potentially could be able to have a partnership with specifically for the rugby sevens, to say guys can be able to go here and maybe be able to enjoy these particular activities and that type of thing. So as those conversations happen, at least what you can be rest assured about is that we'll also try to leverage the tourism aspect of what this brand does to be able to also inform people of where they can be able to go and have more of a good time outside of rugby.
All right.
Yeah, so just check out our pages and obviously follow
just
our
check out
Twitter,
Twitter,
just so that you can keep
IG
updated.
as well.
Yeah.
And carry a power bank. Bruno always tells me carry a power bank,
You
but I
have to
always
carry a
refuse.
power bank.
Carry a
Always.
power bank. Don't ask people for charging spots. We'll have your cameras ready for some sightseeing places where you can take those nice memorable photos. Timothy, we start in Jinja. We had a space earlier this week, and a space, Twitter space, and we tried to do a Kanyeva for Jinja Hippos fans. Want to know who the admin was, so I sent a DM. And I'm like, we need you on a space to just discuss what the organization is for Stone City Sevens. And one of the things that was highlighted by a lady who has no name, a girl has no name, she didn't tell us. We're really looking for the admin of Jinja Hippos, so we want to see. But what advantage does Jinja Hippos have starting the circuit at home? You guys, last time when you won, you brought is it a dancing troupe?
Yeah,
With a drum and whatever. So is that troupe going to be there first of all? And what advantage does Hippos have starting from home?
I'm not sure. I just don't know what the fans have planned.
Yes.
Because they're the ones who bring that normally.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, it's a home circuit. I know we are going to try to come in strong. It's not going to be easy because it's never easy. And if we don't follow what we've been told to play, and not following the structure, I mean, it will be so hard for us to win. But we expect to win. But sometimes it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But we'll put in our best.
Okay.
Are you ready to defend the championship?
Yeah, we are ready.
Yeah, they have a lot of circuits to, especially those 5. They need to have a site at the top to be able to consolidate that position.
But they're also so good at calculating that, because even when they won the championship,
yes,
the overall championship last season, you realize they only won one circuit. So they always came second,
yes,
third, and then crowned it in Bugembe. It was so beautiful. That was a nice one.
Yeah, that was really, really epic.
It's always interesting what they say around, there's winning and then there's also being able to defend. And
right.
just imagine just how tough that is obviously going to be able to retain the title. So you can just imagine the amount of preparation and obviously the mindset that you have to be in to be able to do that. But obviously seeing also the structure around your team and the work that you guys have done to consistently be close and then eventually winning it, obviously last year was incredible. So I'm sure you guys are really fine-tuning to just make sure that you just tighten some of those loose ends, if any, be able to just make sure that you guys are invincible this coming year.
Yeah, Joel makes something very critical. We need Jinja Hippos to repeat. They need to repeat that title challenge they did last year and came out on top. As I take a break on my Nile Special, I sip a little bit. Bruno, let's go to our thing now. Pirates. You guys claim to be in charge. And we'll see if Musa has been over yapping. We have waited for you guys to fall, but you have not yet fallen. So now you start with the 7s on Saturday. Tell me, what is the Pirates camp like?
I mean, we are still in charge, yes.
Yes.
Not until the last circuit. We are still in charge. But the mood in camp, I've been attending trainings. The mood is good. All the boys are fit. No excuse. The complaint that normally comes in from the Pirates fans is about.
You always like that complaint, but now there's room for everyone. Everyone is going to. Everyone is around.
No one is injured. And if you claim they are your key to winning, you still have a chance. Because from what I know, the boys are going to play 5 circuits. The first 4 in July, and another one in August.
Then after,
you still have a chance to maybe win all or win like 4.
Win all when Hippos is here.
It's okay.
Hey, you're ready.
So you have a chance. If you claim they are the key to winning, you still have that chance to wash it down. So it's a nice one. They are ready. I was with them yesterday as well. They are ready to take it in Jinja. It will be beautiful. It always makes it a worthwhile road trip to up country for the circuit when you win it. For those that went to Chige's 7s, they can tell.
Maybe let me ask you a weird question. Can you ice bath in River Nile? Can you jump in after the players? Are we allowed to do that when the players? Because it should be a bet like the winning team should be able to dive with their TM and their coach. They dive into the River Nile for like 5 seconds.
The winner can organize a drafting for the players maybe on a Monday morning.
Joel, there is alcohol for 2 days. Count 3 if Bruno is going to be there on Friday. He doesn't like missing a Nile party. But now you will have guys Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday is a working day. Guys will be rushing back to Kampala. What is the message? Alcohol and driving. What's the message from Nile on this?
Yeah, I think it's also been very clear in the smart drinking campaign that we've basically been consistently running with all the campaigns that Nile Special and also all the other brands at Nile Breweries has been running for the last couple of years, and we will always be consistent with the message that do not drink and drive, and also hydrate as much as possible. Drink water in between rounds, just so that you stay hydrated. Eat something always. We always emphasize that. And and the good thing about rugby is that it always brings the best meat, right? So there's always options of what you can be able to eat. The chadi pig, and all that. So there's really no reason why you should be able to drink on an empty stomach, And then obviously with the rugby sevens now being really about travel, this is just something that we will continue to emphasize even on our pages and our socials and all the comms that we'll be doing about the games. And what's to come will very clearly stipulate and obviously show our position on drink driving. Get a driver, guys. It's just not smart to then drink alcohol and then get behind the wheel. Life is something precious, but in a second it can just go like that. So why really enjoy your experience with rugby, enjoy your experience with Nile Special, but get a driver or
get a designated driver.
Get a designated driver, and then you can be able to enjoy your drinking, knowing that you'll be able to get back safe and so on. So that's very key. And our promos are definitely there for the fans' enjoyment and so on. But it's really enjoyment when you do it responsibly. So that's really our ask. We would really love for the fans and for Nile Special consumers to always remember and take that very seriously, to just consume smart and to just consume responsibly. That's really how we enjoy Nile Special.
Yeah, drink responsibly as you go to these different areas. Bruno, why they can't make me designated driver?
Yeah,
because I'll play my piano. I'll play my piano, and the guys will just have to. They'll just be like, let's get someone else. So, guys, be that designated driver. I think the privileges come with selecting your playlist and whatever. So do take time off and always hydrate, have something to eat as you are at these different grounds so that you do not get affected. It's not nice to operate heavy machinery when you're inebriated. So do take time and be cautious about that. Here at the Fred and Winnie B&B, as you can see, there is something to eat. There is water. There is more beer. Less water, but you know what it is. Yeah, you know what it is.
The water will keep.
But also, Edwin, maybe for those that will be traveling, they will have to check out our Fat Cats social media accounts. We will have some tips for them, what to carry and the roads to take. For those going on Friday, they might have to. It's okay to use the main Jinja Road, but a tricky one for those that might have to travel on Saturday, especially in the morning hours. There's always traffic in Seta, so they have an option of using Kayunga Road. For those that don't know Kayunga Road, you just use Gaza Road all the way. Less traffic, but that's not a reason for overspeeding, because there are also the tracks for sugar canes. And it's a bad road, by the way, especially the main Jinja Road. You have to be careful while driving.
Caution is very much emphasized here. Better to be safe than sorry. Do take time, plan your travel itinerary very well. Have your designated driver, fuel up, snack up. There is always that picture guys post when you're in the car, when guys are just dozed out and whatever. So prepare your accessories. Bruno, where are you going to stay in Jinja Friday?
I have a place. I won't mention it.
You won't mention You don't want guys to come and bathe in the morning at your place.
I don't want guys to come for hot
Weekend
water.
Girlfriend is still on. You guys thought it had ended. It's still on.
I don't want those morning calls of, do you have warm water at your place?
This time it's Weekend Boyfriend is coming over.
But it's easy, man. You can't fail to get where to stay. In a town, especially Jinja, which is a destination city. I mean, you can just use Airbnb. You can go to the net and booking.com. You'll find a place definitely in your budget.
Yeah, in your
Yeah,
budget. I think this is good time to have Fred and Winnie B&B Annex in Jinja or
Oh
something
yeah,
like that.
man.
You
Yeah,
set up.
with a lake
Yeah,
view.
Timothy, where do you think guys should take time and stay? Where the easiest place, the best place in Jinja where guys can come near? They just walk like how you cross from game. If game is the hotel, you cross from game to Chadi and enter. Which
Um,
places would you tell
I'm
guys
not
to stay
sure. There
at?
are so many guest houses around,
Guest houses, yeah?
yeah, and hotels. Though I've not been to one because
Yeah.
I always sleep home.
Okay. No, this guy is a rugby player.
He's
Strict.
easy.
He does his thing on the job and whatever. Just moves with his head. No distraction.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
allow
there are so
distractions.
many places.
But there are many places.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Now, Joel, do you have any, like how you have your list of partnered hotels? Can we book a room somewhere and then like how this table has under the table is a Nilo crate, under the bed you find like a 6-pack. Do you have any partnerships there that you can throw in for us and be able to have something nice?
No, I think as far as Nile Special is concerned, there'll not be a shortage of the product.
Yeah.
Whichever hotel or guest house you plan to stay, there'll definitely be Nile Special there. Our sales teams ensure that these places have it literally at the right price. You would want to be able to get promo beer and so on at pit stop and obviously where we will definitely all the places we will be activating some of the places that I mentioned that will also be running promos there, which are strategic points also for tourism.
On Friday we will be
You
at our
can be able to
office.
get a good
Yeah.
deal.
There's a bar called the office.
The office.
That's where
Imagine.
we'll be on
So I tell my
So,
boss I've
yeah.
gone to the office,
Yeah,
but I'm not in the
I-
office. Yes.
Yeah, so no, they assured guys will be able to get the products. Guys want to be able to participate in the promo and so on. That will definitely be delivered for you guys. And one thing I think that's very key, which I perhaps should have also mentioned earlier, we know that Stanbic Bank is a partner as well, a very
Yes.
strategic partner for Ugandan Rugby and for the Sevens as well.
Yeah.
So at the activation that we'll be doing over the weekend, especially at Pit Stop, there will be an opportunity for guys who do not like to carry cash, obviously for obvious reasons and so on. Through FlexiPay,
Yeah.
you get discount on the further discount. Even though beer is already going to be discounted for guys who are coming through with the cash, but then also for those that want to use FlexiPay or as an online platform to be able to pay
Yeah.
at the outlet, then you get the beer further discounted.
Interesting.
So that's I think that's really cool, and considering the economy is becoming more and more cashless, and obviously with all the risk of carrying too much cash on you and so on, just go the safe way and just use your FlexiPay at the outlet. They'll obviously be comms not only on our nice special pages but also at the outlet as well. You'll definitely be able to see communication saying, FlexiPay, you can be able to get this discount on your bucket. So that I think that's really cool. So in terms of the promo beer and being able to also win prizes, there'll definitely not be a shortage of that this weekend.
Nice.
When I remember FlexiPay when we were at KPA,
Yeah.
that game of Cobs Citizens, I bought beer at 2K. Can you imagine getting a Nilo at 2K?
FlexPay, that's how low you can get
That's
it.
how low you can get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really fantastic.
Timothy, you've seen all these things from Nile being announced and whatever. And what do you think of how the support has really helped rugby? The support from Nile in terms of sponsorship. How has it helped Jinja Hippos, even particularly considering you recently even got money, not recently, but it was last year, you got money even from award money for winning. How is that sponsorship helped even rugby in Jinja grow?
Can you come again? I beg your pardon.
Yeah, I was just asking how the sponsorship of rugby by Nile has helped rugby grow, and even particularly in Jinja, considering now even every time we see the pictures, all the Jinja fans are drinking Nile and they are pushing Nile because they know once they support their boys win, Nile cashes, probably through FlexiPay. So tell us how you think about the sponsorship and how it has supported your growth of rugby.
It has been good because they have been giving out prize money after games
Okay.
through the unmatched
Yeah.
box, unmatched gold.
The
Yes.
unmatched play of the match. Yes.
So when players get it, it's a way also of boosting them to love the game more, and also the ones who have not won it, it gives them like motivation.
Yeah.
Like they know they will also win it if they play hard. So it has helped, and also promoting rugby as a sport through their advertisements.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think you're going to be the unmatched player of the Jinja Stone City Sevens? Are you going to be the one, or who are you going to be competing with in your team?
I don't think it will be me, because I'm a team player. I only play for my team to win. So, but if it comes my way, I'll be happy.
Okay. So Taufik,
Aziz,
Wako, they have all had. They have had. He has told you that I'm going to give you the pass.
So, but I also think what Nile Special has also benefited the fan base, especially the Jinja, because Hippos has been spectacular in most of the games, both 7s and 15s, because of the fan base.
Yeah.
And their fan base is a nice consumer of Nile Special. Right from Jinja all the way, the first picks they take up to the grounds, whether it's home or away. Yeah. And that mood that is boosted by Nile Special in the stands.
Yeah.
It has helped the Hippos way better on pitch to win the games and also get that losing bonus. Yeah.
Drinking Nile on the Nile. Yeah. Maybe so, Timothy, back to you. Maybe just tell us what. Just speak out to your fans now and tell them what to expect when they come to Jinja to watch the Hippos play. Even those at home who are watching in Jinja, what they should expect from Hippos this 7th season as you come up with your defense.
Yeah, I would like to call over all rugby fans in the country.
Yes.
To come down to Jinja and support us and support the game of rugby. It doesn't matter if they're supporting Hippos or not, as long as they're supporting rugby, because it's so important for us. Yeah. And also,
go on. Tell the fans that they're going to beat heathens. There is that part of heathens and Hippos.
Yeah.
Tell the fans that you're going to show heathens what's up.
Just come expecting anything. Anyone can win.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Bruno. There is that. I don't know if it's a derby, but it's becoming a rivalry of sorts, and it's heathens and Hippos. You expect it?
Mostly the fans.
Yeah, want to see.
It's among the fans.
Want to see not even it's creeping in. You remember the first leg of the Hippos game?
Yeah.
Hippos heathens. I think it ended 25-35, if I'm not mistaken. Remember when heathens were pushing for that bonus point? I think they got a penalty try or something like that.
Yeah.
And it shows that now even the second leg ended 7-0.
Yeah.
You saw. So now the clubs are really getting on. I don't know if the fixtures can give us a heathens Hippos semi-final. Would very much, or even a final, would very much want to see those guys face off. We have the dancing fans of Hippos, and then the Heathens Army led by Heathens Yamani led by Eddie Chuanuka. We want to see that.
I know. I find Hippos now as a team that wants to, even the Hippos fans admin doesn't like that thing of the top 3. So they always want to sort that one first, and the others can come after. So it will be a nice one. But even before that derby, the fact is every team now wants to beat Pirates.
Your Pirates PR. Your propaganda.
That's a fact. But also, I mean, the noisy Heathens fans on pitch.
Yes.
It's always better and fun when the Hippos fans are coming for them to humble them on pitch. So I can't wait for that fixture. Hope it comes through.
Yeah, hope it comes through. Heathens, Hippos. If they can align, they meet somewhere. Would very much want to see.
Right.
So, yes.
The reason why it's always like a hard game between Hippos and Heathens,
it's
because we know that Heathens has been winning for a long time.
Yeah.
They're a good team. So every time we play them, we try also to bring out our A game. We want to see where we are. Yeah, that's why it's always like that.
Nice.
Okay, and how is your you've been in the team with 7th team with the 12, and then you also interact with the Helions players as well. That is Michael Okorach,
Aaron.
Aaron Oforio. How is that relationship like in camp? I know you. It's only the fans that star it a lot. But how is it? How is it training with those guys in the camp? They have been more mainstays in the sevens, and you guys are just joining in.
Yeah, it's good because we get to learn from them.
Yeah.
They have been in the team for long, but we have a good relationship with them. Yeah, they are good guys.
Until you meet on the pitch, and then you show the guy that Nkuina. Yes, Joel. As we close, give us your closing remarks in respect to Nile and when we can get our memorabilia. Bruno needs a new shirt, so these shirts are really really cool. So we need something that yes.
That's awesome. I actually had that a bit in mind when I was coming here. So I actually just carried a couple of teas. With
Some
me,
packages. Bruno, you made. Bruno is getting happy here. Bruno, all right.
I've been joining in Nile. Drinking a Nile.
At Nile.
My Sato is done.
Yeah, so tell us, Joel. Yes.
Yeah, so guys, it's exciting times, like I said at the beginning, and obviously, and we know why the rugby sevens literally keep us at the edge of our seat throughout the game, because that's the intensity that the clubs bring, and we've really been waiting for this really for a long time, since last year, obviously, when the Hippos won it and were successful. So yes, rugby on the road, lots of fun. Nile Beer bringing you fantastic promos as well at the different venues where we will be hosting the rugby sevens. So look out for the comms with regards to what promo, what deal you can be able to get at these outlets, and also different memorabilia in terms of the t-shirts, the caps, different prizes, key holders that you can be able to win while participating obviously in these promos. But of course, like we also mentioned, very interesting guys, just remember to be able to drink smart and just make some of those really important decisions for yourselves while you enjoy the experience, because we want you to be at the next circuit and the one after that and the one after that, and continue to be able to be a part of Ugandan rugby. So let's make those smart decisions while we're enjoying ourselves, but really look out for the activations and really participate in them. It's also about the fun engagement that happens during the games at halftime and so on. Participate and be able to win some really cool merchandise. That's all part of the experience, and let's just cheer on our teams. We are super excited, and yeah, we are looking forward to seeing what the teams are going to obviously bring in terms of quality of game, and of course the persistence that we always see on the pitch. And we're obviously looking also to see what the Hippos and Timothy and his team are obviously cooked up in terms of their plight to be able to defend their prestigious crown. So it's exciting times, and really looking forward to seeing everyone at this venue starting this weekend at Dam Waters. So yeah, it's really dope stuff, guys, and really looking forward to seeing everyone.
Yeah, you've heard it from horse's mouth, brand manager of Nile. Joel says it all. Be ready, make smart decisions as you move to Jinja and also to the different locations where we'll have these different circuits. Nile Special, as he has said, you will be on ground to have many activations. Fat Cats, do give us a follow on our social media channels on Twitter, Instagram, like our page on Facebook. We're also on TikTok, posting some things. We may open a Snapchat page soon and get some follows on there, and give you that background vibe of what's going on at the sevens. Timothy Mugisha's headgear has been washed; it's ready. Bruno's travel bag and power bank are fully charged.
Yep.
Joel has offered all the beer in the world.
Yeah.
We sign out and say, drink a Nile at the Nile this weekend. Till next time.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah.